Shalom, shalom. My name is Rob Bud. Coming to you with another sit-down lesson. And Lord willing, this will be edifying. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praises, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kagodash. Double honors the Apostle Great Millstone, who rule Israel in true sincerity. Also, shalom to you, bishops and elders, and prophets, and teachers and scribes who are in these camps of four corners of earth, making your body live sacrifice to us. Shalom. My name is Rob Bod from the Israelite camp 11th hour at San Francisco. And coming to you now to sit down lesson. Lord's willing, this is edifying. Today's lesson is the prophecies taking hold, and Esau scared. And the reason why, what do you call it, prophecy taking hold? Because we're at the end of this time period. We're at the end of the age of where Esau Edom, is ruling, and his rulership, what do you call it, is coming to an end. And right now, that end is speaking loud and clear. These prophecies, which are now popping up like popcorn, is now speaking loud and true. And bring out this first, the second Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in my ears." Once again, 2 Ezra 15:1, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put thee in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, because I'll make them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." See, these words, these prophecies have been written, thousands of years ago, before time, before the beginning, before the Lord made the waters, the heavens and earth, before, what do you call it, man walked the earth, we call it the Lord and the angels, have put this thing together before there was a beginning. And now he said, he also made it put a plan on paper, right? Which means put these accounts on paper, which are the scriptures, so that we, man, the Lord, can decipher the scriptures and go walk to the four corners of earth, or basically, to the four corners, through the unicorn, which is internet, to bring this word to the four corners of earth, to you heathens, to proclaim that the Lord is coming back, bringing judgment, as well as what he called grabbing his elect of the nation of Israel upon his chariots, and upon the destruction, also what he called in relation to our salvation. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. They speak against thee, because we're not worried about what you guys think about us. We're not worried about how you feel about the man of the Lord. We're on the highways and byways daily, going into these scriptures and breaking them down, right, and matching them up to modern times, right? We don't care what you people think, how you feel. The Lord definitely doesn't care how you people receive him or receive his men. Because at the end of the day, what do you call you people have been warned. You've been told from the beginning, since the time, mainly the 60s till now, even before that, that every kingdom you've been told your judgment, you've been told how not to act, you've been told that their conduct is unholy and it's despicable. The people mock and scoff and talk shit against the man of the Lord. So now you're going to pay ultimate price, which is by your blood. For all of the faithful shall die their faithfulness. And behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai, I'll bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See, those are the things the Lord bring upon his earth. What he call is sword, famine, death, and destruction. And upon his return, there'll be no kumbaya. There'll be no coming together. There'll be no holding hands and making sure that we're all of one accord. We're all one. No, the Lord's bringing division. He's bringing fire. He's bringing hell. He's bringing destruction. He's bringing salvation to the nation of Israel, to the hopeful elect. He's bringing holy hell to people. What do you call it? He's bringing plagues of old, times of Egypt, in times of when the Israelites crossed the Red Sea with Moses, in times of when people were as one, not separated, not by greed and by time and whatnot. Is now the time of the rise of the Israelites, the time of the rise of Yahweh Shai, the time of the rise of Yahweh, the time of the rise, what he call of 12 tribes, the time of the rise of King David in the house of David to fully take their place in this earth, joint heirs to Yahweh Shai, rulers of the earth, rulers of the galaxies. The wickedness has seemingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent, the righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto them all innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people led a flock to slaughter, and I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. See, because this is the Egypt of before. This is the bondage of before. This is the oppression of before. This is the death of before. When Israelites were in slavery in Egypt, the modern day Egypt, the modern day slavery, the modern day, chains that are around necks, ankles. The Lord is going to smite this place. Everybody in it, everybody supports it. Everybody, who wants to ride the horde, wants to ride the beast with the horde, wants to become in league with the horde. And I will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with a plague, and punishment of the Most High shall be upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, right? Because right now the farmers are mourning. The farmers are in language. The farmers are going to ship from the government, right? And pretty soon, Babylon is America is going to be a food shortage, right? And because the Lord smite in the plague place, the food won't be able to grow because of all these weather anomalies, all these judgments from the Lord, right? So their seeds shall fail through the blasting of hail, the purple constellation, the word of the Lord, them that dwell therein, or swords and their affections of mine. And when people stand up and fight against another, or swords in their hands, I think we're going down right now. What do you call it? One against another. Governments versus governments, Esau versus Esau. You know what I'm saying? Race wars, food wars, class wars, world wars. The list goes on and on, And there should be sedition among men and hating one another. They should not regard the kings or princes, and the course of actions shall stand in their power. Man says that desire to go into the city and cannot be able to. God, there's going to be checkpoints. Esau's going to great wrath. He's set checkpoints, all throughout Babylon. And you don't have your mark of faith. You don't have you see it. You go like your proper your digital CBD, so you're not getting through. It'll stop you, pull you out and shoot you on the spot. Especially if you don't comply. Because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread, great tribulation. Yeah, people are going to flip out. It's not going to be no more food anymore, no water, services, and fucking, there'll be no help. Right? When the Lord sets his place down, and says, at least those plagues he did of old from Egypt, you people will flip out. What happens when you lost earthquake? What happens when you lost C-19? What happens when you lost, major, natural disaster, right? Floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, and no FEMA. No hope, no help. It's fucked. Behold, save the Lord, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, from Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another and to pay the things that they have done to them. Yeah, because the Lord is going to make sure you people of earth are going to be languishing, and your kings are going to be, in straits, because you guys have hurt the children of Israel, you guys have hurt so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, and because of hurt, because of your stay, because of your their pride, because of your evilness, you people's earth going to pay. Mainly the ones in Babylon and in Israel. My right hand shall not spare the sinners. My sword shall not cease over them that should shed the innocent blood upon the earth. The fire has gone forth from his wrath, and he hath consumed the foundation of the earth, and the sinners of the straw that I kindled. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord Habashimashai. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore deliver he them into death and destruction. See, you 2/3 niggas are going to get away, right? Your Sikaris, your IUICs, your ICBKs, and all you other 2/3 niggas who actually follow these folios that falls away with Babylon. You sinners, you adulterers, you mockers, you scorners, you murderers, you rapists, you whoremongers, you know what I mean, you pimps. And we can go on and on about how evil people have been acting and what not to do, how to conduct yourselves. Yet we, man, the Lord, have been telling you for years and years and years. And now, it's time for your judgment to come upon you. Now you're fucked. For now the plagues are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. That's right, because you have sinned against the Heavenly Father, and you people are going to feel what's like his heavenly anger and heavenly judgment. Behold, a vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. The nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out of many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried upon the wind upon the earth, and they that which hear them shall fear and tremble, because basically these Arabs are going to come, we call like the wind. They're going to shoot their missiles, right? Hypersonics, Iran, you know what I mean? All these Arab nations are going to get the backing of Russia and China, North Korea, going to shoot missiles upon you, fucking the EU, the NATO, and the United States. Right, all its homies, bunch of fucking pedos anyway. Also, the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and great power shall they come into battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Syrians. And then shall the dragons that have the upper hand remembrance their nature, if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. But then, what do you call it? Esau Edom, it's like a white man. The Arab boys come together and fuck you guys up. Rightfully so, because you guys keep going on full earth to rape, rob, murder, and take everybody's shit. So a white man can't stay home fucking to save his life, and let alone fucking to save his own country. Then they shall be troubled bled, and kept silence, for their power shall flee. The land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them, consume some of them in their host, shall be fear, dread, and strife among the kings. Behold, the clouds of the east and come from the north into the south, and they are very terrible, look upon, full of wrath and scorn. They shall smite one another, and they shall smite a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star. Their blood shall be from the sword of their belly, and the dung of men coming to the camels. Ho, there shall be great guilt and trembling upon the earth, and they shall see the wrath, and they shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then there shall come great storms in the south and the north, and all another part of the west. Strong wind shall rise in the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which rise in wrath, and the stars stir up to cause fear towards the east, and the west wind shall be destroyed. The great mighty cloud shall be puffed up, and full of wrath, and the star, and they may make all the earth afraid, and the net dwell therein. They shall pour out over every high eminent place a horrible star, fire, hail, flying swords, and many waters, and all fields will be full of rivers with abundance of great waters. That's about the nuclear missiles, the explosions that happen all through Babylon. They shall break down the cities, the walls, mountains, the hills, trees, the woods, the grass, the meadows, and the corn. They go steadfast in Babylon and make her afraid. They have nuclear missiles. They shall come to her and besiege her, the star, and all the wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall dust and smoke go up in the heavens, and all the day that be about her shall bewail her, and they that remain under her shall be servants unto them that have put her in fear. For thou, Asia, thou art partaker of hope of Babylon, and art the glory of the person. Woe be to thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please the glory of thy lovers, in which they always desired to commit whoredom in thee. Thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions there in the Most High. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, pestilence, to waste thy houses, destruction, and death. Yeah. See, the Lord's not playing. We call it. That's how he feels about Babylon. Yeah, he has no qualms about fucking people up out here. Trust me. He just said it. You know what I mean? The glory of the power shall be dried up as a flower, and the heat shall arise that is sent over thee. Thou shalt be weak as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. But I with jealousy have proceeded against thee, saith the Lord. If thou hast not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of thine hands, saying over the dead, there, what hast thou drunken? Except for the beauty of thy countenance, the word of the whoredom shall be in thy bosom, therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even though so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee unto mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, all and shall perish with the sword in the field. There shall be the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for every hunger of bread, thirst of water. Thou hast a happy salt come through the sea, and receive plagues again, and the passage they shall rush the idle city, and shall destroy some portion of thy land, the sweet part of thy glory shall come to Babylon that was destroyed, and thou shalt be cast down to them as stubble, and they shall be as thee as fire. They shall consume thee in thy cities and thy land, and thy mountains and all thy woods, and thy fruitful trees shall be burned up with fire. Thy children shall carry away captive, and look what thou hast. They shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face. So basically, that's the end of this lesson. What do you call it? Basically, Esau is at the end of this world. The heathens are end of their world, and everybody who's hand in hand joined is the end of this world. We call your time is up. Lord's willing, this is edifying. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakodash. The honors the Apostle Great Millstone, Ruel. And shalom to you, bishops and elders, and prophets, and teachers and scribes, and we call helps who are in his camps, four corners of earth, making their body living sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? What do you call my name is Rob Bod from the Israelite Camp 11 Hours. How's it go? Lord willing, is edifying to you. I say shalom.